What is going on, guys? It is Tony from Lone Wolf Paintball, and today I am bringing you the all-new HK Army TFX3 hopper.
Woo! Three!
HK Army prides themselves on adding a lot of new additions to their hopper to better the player and to better the reliability of their product. So let's jump right on into an unboxing of this bad boy.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh?
Because I'm going to tell them to go to lonewolfpaintball.com where they can read all about this and order it right now off the website.
That is true. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram and TikTok and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already.
And if you don't, we're not going to do any comparisons. So.
So it does come with three colors. We're going to unbox the black with red. It has black with blue and then an all black as well. So let's jump right into an unboxing right over here.
You're going to tell me why that black one's taller later, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you why it looks a little bit different than this one, that's for sure. All right, so let's unbox this bad boy, TFX3 by HK Army. Yep, beautiful red and black. In the bottom, guys, don't forget, there's things down here that you're going to want. So we're going to pull this out and we're going to look at an extender piece. Whoa, you think it has anything to do with why that one looks different, Mark? Maybe. You guys will find out soon. It does come with a USB-C charging port because this hopper does have a lithium-ion battery and you can get a full charge. Get you about 30,000 shots. And then lastly, inside of the box is going to be a rain lid. Why a rain lid? Because the hopper comes stock with a speed feed. One of the only hoppers on the market that ever does that. So that's a great option considering most speed feeds are $30 to $45 depending on which one you get. All right, so Mark, you want to talk about the outside, inside? What do you want to do here?
Yeah, first I want to see the slick new design. Because
okay.
I see, like, is that like a carbon fiber pattern on it?
It's very nice graphics. I like you got the HK Army jewels on both sides, and then they do have the nice, you know how HK Army is, always keeping their graphics and their team over there on point. Looks sleek. It's a very, very nice and lightweight hopper. If you guys want all the specs on length, width, height, and all that, you can go right to lonewolfpaintball.com. We have everything listed on the site.
I see buttons. What do those buttons do?
Buttons. We have our power button here. You hear that?
Barely. That's quiet.
I'll put it by my microphone. Okay. And then over here, well, keep that on. And then you hear that spinning?
Ooh, what you doing?
It's a force feed option. So in case you get a bad paintball, oblong paintball, dirt or something like that, forces the hopper to spin no matter what, so you can get it out and you guys can keep on playing. So let's pop this bad boy open. I know Mark always likes to know, how does the speed feed come off? How do you change it out? So let's grab the rain lid here. And it is completely toolless, guys. So we'll set that off to the side. If you guys want to get the hopper open, first off, push this tab back and the hopper will open just like that. To get the actual top shell off so you can install the rain lid if you wanted to, there's a tab right there you need to pull up. So pull this little tab, it'll go up, and now you'll have access to, doing it backwards, Mark, pull the tab up, and then you have completely toolless access taking off the top half of the shell. So let's show you how to install the rain lid real quick if it's a crappy day or if you guys aren't a fan of the speed feeds. So there is a button right there above the silver screw. You're going to simply press that. So let's try to do it upside down. Press the button. Oh, see how easy that came off? And then now you can simply install the rain lid on that bad boy. I'm going to leave it off for now so we can actually talk about the rest of the hopper. But it's one simple press of a button. You can swap back and forth that easily.
I bet you once you get used to where that button is, you can do it without taking the shell off.
Yeah, like once you know where it is, you can probably get your finger in there without even taking the top shell off, press it, and then slide in and slide out. So that's definitely a cool feature for HK.
All right, guys, real quick, we're going to do a PB swag break. Go to pbswagbag.com, use code LWP, get your 10% off your first order of, what's the price, do you remember?
$37.95, and then use our code and you'll get 10% off of that. Your guaranteed mystery paintball items every single week, at least 3 in a bag.
And we're doing that because we're going to move this tent just a little bit so Tony gets some shade again.
A few moments later.
So now after that little tent break, since the sun's shining down on me, the new features of the TFX3, we're going to kind of dive onto this since I have the top half off. Soft paddles. So Mark, this is what we struggle with here. See this black piece right there?
I do.
This pulls up and you can pivot it. You can pivot it to the side and be able to take this top off and get in there and clean if you happen to break a paintball, but new feature, the soft paddles inside. These things are extremely flexible. They are said to shoot the most brittle tournament paint on the market. So that is a new feature for the TFX3, is this. Also the lithium ion battery, but we'll get into that soon. So since we're in, we took this off. Should I put this back on now?
If you'd like.
Okay, so you get to line her up. We're gonna get her in there just right. Okay, and then you're gonna pull it up and slide it over. So now this piece won't come off.
So that little black piece you're pulling, is that like spring loaded?
Yes,
like
it's
under
a spring
tension?
loaded, correct, exactly.
Okay.
And so once you know, you'll pull it up, you can pivot it to the side, and then you'll be able to take the blue ring off to get in there and clean if you need to.
Awesome.
The actual spring ramp up front, I really, really like this. So the hopper, normal hopper capacity is 180. You could, you know, switch it over to here with the extended ring for 230, but we'll get to that. So when you load your hopper with paint, obviously this ramp will go down. As it's getting less paint in the hopper, it rises up and forces the balls down into the feed stack. So you're definitely going to want, a lot of hoppers out there offer spring ramps. I like that this one comes stock out of the box with one. If you guys want to know, you know, how to charge it, how to check the battery level, stuff like that, the simple press of a button up top and you'll be able to take the entire tray right on out of the hopper. So once again, you press this, bring this, you know, forward, back, however you're holding the hopper, and then your whole entire tray will come on out, and this is it. So this is the board, the motor, everything you need right here, which is really, really cool. I guess we'll show them. So now that it's out, this is the power button. And over here is your force feed in case you get jammed or have a bad paintball. Press and hold it, and it'll continuously feed and force any bad paint out so you guys can continue to play. So if you see that, that's pretty cool there. We'll turn it off for now. If you guys want to know, A, how to charge it, and B, how to read your battery level, right up top in there, let me know when you're zoomed in.
Yep.
I don't know if you could see the LED lights. Oh, they're on this side here.
Yeah, your fingers.
Maybe you'll be able to see them.
Yep.
Okay, so that will show you there's 4 little dots. Obviously, once it gets at least halfway, charge it. I'd recommend anytime you guys play, you're probably not going to shoot more than 15 cases of paint, which this hopper can do on a full charge. Just make sure you guys charge it. Once you're done, go home, plug it in, and like I said, it does come with that USB-C charging port.
USB-C, okay,
Yeah,
so that's the newer ones.
Correct, and then here, since I have this, you guys can see all the electronics in here. Let's turn this bad boy on.
Are they water resistant?
They are water resistant, and then this is the laser eye sensor, so it is not a force-fed hopper. Once it sees paintball in the feed stack, it stops spinning. Once there would be no paint, it's going to continue to spin for you guys. So yeah, there is HK Army laser eyes in this bad boy. I think it's a great hopper. I don't know if I mentioned price point yet or not, but these things retail $249. They have a lithium ion battery. They come with the speed feed rain lid. They have the extended ring, which we're going to talk about right now, actually, Mark.
Can you, real quick?
Yeah.
What's another, 'cause I'm not sure, you said it's not a force-fed hopper.
Like a force-fed hopper would be like the rotors.
Okay.
There's no eyes. That thing, it feeds off the actual stack.
It
so
pushes the ball in no matter what.
Exactly.
Kind of thing.
And once
versus like the Spire 4 is not a force-fed either.
Correct, exactly.
Okay,
So,
perfect.
All right, we're just going to leave this out. We'll assemble it back in a little bit. Let's talk about the extended ring that is also included with the hopper. Super simple, easy to install. If you guys want, put in the comments below. If you want to see an install video on how to do it, I will.
Only if they subscribe.
Only if they subscribe. 2 screws, Phillips head screws up front. Once you unscrew those, this piece will come off, and then you will put those 2 new screws right here. So there's 1 hole, and then this will obviously be your new piece to extend from 180 ball capacity to 230 ball capacity. Set that down, and now you have this, Mark. Ta-da!
Woo.
I obviously already pre-installed the ring on here, so it's this ring that goes right in there. Super easy to do. Probably takes you less than 3 minutes, something like that.
Can you hold the blue one that's not expanded next to it so I can get like a true side by side?
So, how do you?
Yeah,
like
that's
that?
good. Okay, not too much bigger.
It's not too much bigger, but hey, I mean, you're gaining, mass hard, but 50 more paintballs inside, so that's pretty good. I like the option that, once again, this new TFX3, guys, it is coming with the speed feed already. That saves you $35–40, and then it does come with the extended piece. And stay tuned, we're gonna do, a comparison with other hoppers as well down the line, so you guys can kind of get a real good feel for it.
Only if they subscribe.
I like it. Shameless plugs.
All right, so let's recap.
Yeah.
So has a speed feed.
Yep.
Rechargeable battery.
Yep.
Soft feed paddles.
Yep.
Ramp already included.
Yep.
and an extension ring to hold a larger capacity.
That's exactly right. Yeah, the soft paddles. I really like that they put a number to it on a full charge. You get 30,000 shots. That's 15 cases of paint. If you go out and practice, even on a long practice weekend, and you personally shoot more than 15 cases of paint, wow, that's a grind right there. So charge it after every time. A lot of things on here, other than installing the new extended ring, which is only 2 screws, everything else is toolless. So you don't need to mess around. You have access to the charging port, once again, right up top there. You can check your battery level at any point in time by pressing the red button. Overall, I think this is a great hopper. Once again, they do retail at $249.95. They come with a lot of different features. So
They come with everything.
yeah, they really do. I think they knocked it out of the park. It's a great quality product, and we are going to shoot this in another video and see how this bad boy can hold. 22 plus balls per second. That's what they claim. So we're gonna put a fast gun on this to see if it can keep up.
Nice.
Other than that, this is the new HK Army TFX3 hopper, available at lonewolfpaintball.com. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. Like Mark mentioned earlier, pbswagbag.com. Use the code LWP10 to save 10% off your first monthly subscription. And until the next video, we will see you guys later.
Quick, go to lonewolfpaintball.com and order one of these because they're not going to last.
Yeah,
and you're
get your
gonna
name
be
on the
sad
pre-order
you
list
don't
if you
get
want this.
it.
Get your name on the pre-order list. Thanks for watching, guys.